Do you know how much bad media I love indulging? I spent like a solid 4 hours the other night going through George Bush funny moments.
Now watch this drive.
Of course it leads with that. My favorite George Bush moment is absolutely fool me once.
Shame on
But we can't get fooled again.
Yep,
Shame
that's a
on
good
you.
one. Fool me twice. You can't fool me again.
I think it's the confidence in how he says can't get fooled again. I think that's like the right line.
You can see like the wheels turning and the cogs are in motion as he's thinking about it. And then he's like, fuck it. Fire the directive.
I was watching with a friend, and I shit you not, we spent 45 seconds analyzing the body movements of George W. Bush in that moment.
If you guys weren't around for like the George Bush era of television, like on TV, there was a whole sitcom on Comedy Central about George Bush called
Lil
That's
Bush?
My
Little
Bush.
Bush?
There's Lil Bush and there was That's My Bush. There was the one. Yeah. That's My Bush was by the it was by the South Park guys. It was like 99, I think.
I feel like there was so much media back then that was just look at these funny celebrities. Like what was the claymation deathmatch one?
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
That's an excellent PS2 game also.
It was a PS2
If anybody
game?
if anybody wants to throw down in that, I'm down to play.
Who's your main?
I play Snoop Dogg. I'm a Snoop Dogg man. Yeah. Snoop Dogg's nice. There's Pamela Anderson. And it's also funny because it's like a time capsule for like who in the 90s was like important enough to be in that. It's like Snoop Dogg, Pamela Anderson, Ryan Seacrest. It's like, it's very strange.
You want me to tell you where quarantine has me right now? Last night, I spent about 3 hours watching POV Disney World.
Dude, I love those videos.
It's so calming, but like, it's just one guy with a GoPro chest strap.
Yup.
And he just goes on every splash mountain from Florida to Paris, France.
I spent like an hour and a half looking at different haunted mansions. Like the one that's in, you know, Japan, the one that's in France, like Phantom Manor. I spent an hour and a half watching those, and I'm like, I'm 32. What the fuck am I doing? Like, I have a baby.
Mine was, I'm bored and it's 3 a.m. But god damn it, was it therapeutic. Going back to it, Dylan, what's your favorite George Bushism?
Gosh.
Genuine thought.
He's just so he's like just so stupid. I don't know if we can possibly get a stupider president. you know. I think Trump has like there's method to the madness. But I think that Bush, he just doesn't know where he's at.
The compilations are so out of context where you just see a clip of him saying, I believe humans and fish can live in peace.
I had like this memory repressed. I don't know how it came into my possession, but my family had a coloring book for George W. Bushisms.
I remember very distinctly, I was 12, and I remember everybody making fun of him, and I was like, that's mean. He seems like a very nice man. Because everybody just like, on everything, like every stand-up comedian, Jon Stewart, fucking everybody was so mean. And I was like, he seems really nice. And he said dumb shit. And I was like, my dad says dumb shit too, but he's a nice guy too. I wanted so badly to believe in our president.
I just love how many
Did your
times
dad
he would
unjustifiably invade the Middle East?
Yeah.
I think that's where the line gets drawn.
I didn't even know where the Middle East was. Come on. I had no fucking idea.
Do you think George Bush did?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think it's so crazy that Obama and Bruce Springsteen have a podcast.
Huh?
Is that news?
Yes.
You're
you did
not-
like psychic damage to me.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Renegades. It's so interesting to me because I'm curious on who approached who for that.
Someone in my chat said they're really good friends. What?
It's not called Renegades. It's called Renegades: Born in the USA.
Yeah, sorry. How could I forget?
Yeah, when I think of Barack Obama, I think of a renegade.
The fact that they called it Born in the USA when it's Obama on it is such like a cheeky jab. Like, that's such a cheeky jab. They knew what they were doing. I wonder if there are any other, like, odd couple pairings for podcasts now that we don't know about, you know?
If you could have one politician and one musician be, like, on a podcast together.
Coney, if you could pick two...
Mitch
McConnell.
Yeah. Mitch McConnell was my first one, too. Yeah. And Logan Paul, you said? Kanye West and Joe Biden? That's a good answer.
I think Kanye would be miserable to listen to him talk to politicians directly.
I definitely want Biden in some role. Biden would just hit the, what? Just the whole, an hour and a half of one person talking.
So it has to be somebody that like just will talk about stuff that he has no idea about. So I'm voting Biden, Billie Eilish. Either that or like Grimes.
Joji.
So you're Frank?
I did some research. That's some really gross shit you did.
What's a vomit cake?
Cardi B and Nancy Pelosi. Good answer. I like that.
That's a good one.
Wet ass politics.
But I did. Dude, I want Cardi B, like, she does actually speak, but she has everything written down. Have you heard her reading voice? It is the funniest shit I've ever heard. There was a Pepsi commercial, and she's just really struggling to open the can of Pepsi and reveal the code inside to claim your reward. It's like, what?